kids, we hope you're doing well, that you're staying safe and that you're having lots of fun while you're at home. Now we're really sad that we can't see you as much as normal at Kids Club or at Hub Club at the moment, so we thought we would bring Hub Club to you. Now I want you to give us a wave or write in the comments below if you come to Hub Club, because we'd love to know who's watching and who's joining in with us. And we are going to be going on an adventure today. Now if you don't have to come to Hub Club, that's okay, you can still join in with us. But normally we talk about at Hub Club how we would go on an adventure together, because we believe that when you say yes to Jesus, when you want to be his friend, that life with him is a wonderful adventure that is really exciting. So we go on this journey together, and normally I would ask you, if you're here, what kind of things you might need if you're going on a journey. So I want you to have a think, and if you can think of anything, write it in the comments below so we know what you'd need when you go on a journey. Now we normally talk about how if we go on a long journey, you might need your passport. If you go on an aeroplane, we need to let us know if you've ever been on one of those. You have one of these special passports. Now in your passport it will have stamps. Let's see if I can show you. I've got one to show you where you've been and where we're going to. And these stamps are what we have at Hub Club too, and our special Kids Club passports to remind us where we've been, just like that, and where we're going to. Now I want you to think about, okay, in your head, the paraphrase I'm just going to tell you now. It's called Jesus Shows Us How to Love, because that's what we're going to be basing our activity on today. Now every week at Hub Club we do passport activities together, and they are things based around the paraphrase. So I want you to get creative and think of ways that you can remember your paraphrase. So I want you to take a deep breath and breathe out and warm your voice up, and on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. After I do that we're going to say it all together, okay? So 1, 2, 3. Jesus shows us how to love. That's great. Now you can be creative at home. You can send us some videos or some pictures showing us different ways of you saying your paraphrase. We'd love to see if you could make up a routine to it or make up a song to it, because we want to remember that Jesus is the one who shows us how to love. Now if you want to join in with this activity, you will need some Play-Doh. You see that? But if you don't have any Play-Doh, that's okay. You can get creative and use something else. So you could do this activity by drawing instead, or you could make the things we're going to talk about out of whatever you've got at home. So if you do decide to use something else, let us know what you use, because we'd love to know. Alright kids, let's get started. So I want you to think about someone that you love in your life. It could be someone in your family or a friend or a teacher at school that you really, really like. I want you to make them with me out of Play-Doh. So I've got some people in mind. I'm going to make my family. I'm going to start by making my sister. I'm going to make her dress and her body. I'm going to make some legs. Oh, she's not quite in proportion. Now don't worry if you make it and it doesn't look quite right at first. You can reshape it once you've got started. There we go. And then I'm going to make my brother. Now he's a bit taller, so I'm going to do him a little bit bigger. You might be able to see it when we're done. I'll show it up to you. Now kids, we want you to be telling us who it is that's someone that you love this week, and you can pop it in the comments. Let us know who you've made, because we know, don't we, that Jesus shows us to be kind, and he is perfect, and sometimes we're not perfect, but he is really loving, and he shows us how we can love people really well. So we want to think about the people that we love in our lives, and to remind us that Jesus is the one who showed us how to do that. Now my brother's got really big arms. I mean, he is quite muscly in real life, but I feel like this is next level. So Ben, if you're watching, you'll be pleased. And then his legs. See if I can hold this up to show you. So there you have it. My brother and my sister. Okay, next I want you to squash your Play-Doh up and roll it up in a ball, just like this. And we're going to do the next thing. We're going to make, I want you to make your favourite food that you love, because we believe that Jesus gave us good things, and we like lots of different kinds of food, don't we? So do you know what I'm going to make? I'm going to make a pizza because I love pizza. So, I mean, I like lots of things. Well, that's what I decided to make. So, it's not very big. I feel like if you got this in a pizza restaurant, you'd be quite sad. But, kids, I want to see how big a pizza you can make. Whatever food you can make. If you can make it bigger than mine. Because mine, it's quite hard work, this. So you might need to get a rolling pin involved. That would be really good if you had something that you could use to roll it out, stretch the dough out a bit bigger. Because if you pull it apart, sometimes it separates with your hands, which isn't very good. Okay, now I love pepperoni on my pizza. So I'm going to make some pepperoni and some mushrooms too, because I like mushrooms. I know some of you will be saying, ew, I don't like them. So I want you to tell me if you do or do not like mushrooms. Do you rate them? Do you not like them? Do you think the middle? We want to know. So this is my pepperoni and mushroom pizza. You might not be able to tell the difference between the mushrooms and a pepperoni, but they are both on there. I requested it. I wonder if Emanuela can tell us how you say I love pizza in Italian. That'd be cool, wouldn't it? Maybe we can ask her to say it for us. Here we go. So this is my mushroom and pepperoni pizza. Okay, and for the last thing we want you to make is a place that you really love. So we've made a person that we love, a food that we love, and a place that we love. Now it's quite a hard one to pick just one, but I am going to make a park, because there's a park that I really love going to, really near my house, and there's a really big lake, and it's got lots of swans on it, and it's just really pretty. But it's quite hard to make a park, so I might make a really long walkway. You know, it's got a really long path, and it's got lots of trees next to it. So kids, you can get creative. You can be making a whole scene. You don't just have to make one part of it. We want to see. So if you want, you can send us pictures of what you've made or some videos, and we can maybe show them so that other children can see. But it's quite fun when you get used to moulding the Play-Doh, using different shapes and different hands, and you can make different things out of it. So I've got my tree, it's shaping along. And while you're doing this, you can be thinking about how Jesus made the world and how we believe that he loves the world, and he created us, and he loves us, and he wants us to love the world too. He wants us to look after it, doesn't he? And we talk a lot about Hub Club, how and at Kids Club, but mainly at Hub Club, how we believe you're the world changers, and we have our World Changers Tea Party, and we talk about how we believe you're going to change the world and you're going to shape your communities. And I know some of our children have been on litter picks, and they have done things to look after their community and create different space in the community that they really enjoy. So yeah, we talk a lot about how we love the world at Kids Club, and we want to look after it. Okay, so I've got 2 trees, and I've got my lovely path, and the last thing I need to make is, I'm going to try and make a goose. Now you might laugh because it's not going to look the most realistic, but I want you to use your imaginations, kids. If you can visualise it, you can make it. You've got to believe in yourself. Believe, try and achieve. That is the motto. So it's got body, he's got beak, and the wings are coming. And now it just needs some legs. Although normally they're underwater, but sometimes they come up onto the path, and when they get quite close, they squawk quite loudly. I wonder if you can tell me below if you've ever seen a goose, or if they've made you jump, because they can be quite loud. I'm just doing his flippers, and I'll show you. It's my favourite scene of the park. And I'm going to ask you in a minute what the paraphrase is, if you can remember. I want you to pop it in the comments down below, because normally we'd sing our song. And remember, if you've come up with your own paraphrase song, to let us know what it is, because we'd love to hear it. Alright, so there is my pathway with the trees and my swan. Well, geese. Alright, well it's so good to see you kids. Thanks for tuning in, and we look forward to doing our next Hub Club activity session with you soon. Bye!